BBC Radio Lancashire. Yeah, here we go. It is 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. So over the years, we've done some daft things here in Lancashire, some very, very daft things. And right now, we're going to announce what we are doing, what you are doing to help us out for this year's BBC Children in Need appeal. And the person to help us out is Alfie Bow. Fleetwood's Alfie Bow has a new album out, and he'll talk about it right now. And it's an album, it's a lovely album, Leanne, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It's music of the 30s and 40s, so if you like a bit of swing and it's just right easy type of music. And when he came in, he sang live for us as well, and you can hear a little bit of that coming up later on this morning as well. But I spoke to Fleetwood's Alfie, and he told me about how he selected all these different tunes for his new album. And he talked to me about how his love of music started.
I grew up listening to a lot of music in my house, partly the reason why I do what I do today and I perform the way I perform, the styles of music across the board, if you will, is because the record collection at home was very eclectic. And from that, I was I had no choice to listen to this music, to listen to all different styles. So it was thrust upon me, and it was a wonderful, wonderful education. It's something that I grew up enjoying, grew up embracing, and grew up performing, at home, and have taken it into my professional life now. You've got to understand that you've got to really live, breathe, and eat. It's got to be running in your veins to be able to perform it the way that it should be performed and the way that it's entitled to be performed. So there's lots of songs that didn't make the album, but I will be performing them live on my tour next year. I think we're in Manchester, Bridgewater Hall on the 5th and the 8th of April, and then Blackpool Opera House on the 23rd of March.
One thing is clear, when you tour, when people see Alfie Bow, you give people value for money, don't you?
I try to. I try to. I know I've probably go on a bit too long, but I just want people to have the money's worth and to have a good time. Fleetwood.
When did you finish? Because I was there in Fleetwood. You came up about 11:30, quarter to 12.
I did. I went on at about 7:30, I think. I think I had about 15 minutes break for a short interval, and then we went back on and we didn't come off till 11:45. I think was I literally stepped off the stage.
It was a brilliant show. You had most of your family on the first 15 rows, didn't you?
Yeah, they were all there. But I also had a lot of friends, old faces I'd not seen for years, school friends, colleagues from work and from old jobs and things.
Ex-girlfriend.
But I believe so, yeah.
No, there was a girl that you asked out on a date, and she said no.
She turned me down. Yeah, that's right. And then what did I say on stage? She's kicking yourself. Yeah. You're kicking yourself now, aren't you, Lily? It was an interesting, a very memorable, a very loving night. I had such a wonderful time. I want to do it again. Yeah. If I could play my hometown every year, I really would.
You could tell that you loved it, and to do that and to switch on the lights.
I know. It was a few.
No, I'm recording Alfie Bow at the minute. Just hang on.
Came back and switched on
the illuminations.
That's a big honour, man, to be asked. It's pretty cool when you think about it. And when I was remembering going and seeing the illuminations as a kid, it was spectacular. It was such an amazing illusion. It was the grandeur of it. That it was fantastic. And so getting the honour to turn them on was pretty cool. I flicked the switch, man, and they're still on. I didn't bust a fuse or anything. It's amazing.
How much time do you spend here in the States?
Now I'm back here in the UK. I've moved back. I still sort of go back to the States a lot, have a place back there, but I've pretty much relocated. So I'm living back in the UK, focusing on this new album, touring, and a lot of projects on the go at the moment. So things were obviously taken off here with Michael Ball as well. So a lot of my time was focusing on that. Now my own album. Some musical theatre as well, so it was just getting a bit hard to be away so much from my own family, from my kids. So we all moved back. We're settling down gradually. I still have to go back to the States. Got a lot of work there as well. So
you like to be busy. You've got your fingers in many pies.
I do like to be busy. This life is short, so I want to keep going as long as I can, really.
And you have a huge family supporting you and keeping your feet on the ground.
I do.
Because we've interviewed. Is it Joe, your brother?
Yeah.
If there's anyone
Sorry,
to
I
get the
don't
dig
know
in.
why I laugh when you say his name.
If there's anyone who likes to get to dig in, it's you know.
Yeah, it's my brother Joe or my brother John. Yeah, they're both idiots. You know, but there you go.
So Christmas this year will be here.
It will be, yeah. Yeah, this year it's going to be a lot of fun settling. Our first UK Christmas in a while. I've been pretty busy over the Christmas periods the last few years. I've been travelling quite a lot, so you know, you grab the day here or you grab a day there, and you celebrate when you can. But it's a busy old time, that one. It's also charity season, so you get asked to do a lot for charity. Yeah.
Well, Alfie, great that you're here today, and we'll hear you perform a track off your new album shortly. But first, right now, you're about to announce what BBC Radio Lancashire will be doing for this year's BBC Children in Need appeal.
Yes, I certainly am. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I am. To be honest, I know what's coming up, but I'm playing along, because as are you, because we're trying to build up some kind of tension.
Good. That's fantastic acting, mate, by the way. Over the years, BBC Radio Lancashire listeners have raised thousands and thousands of pounds for the charity. Through their kindness, they have made a real difference to lives of children and young people. You have gone tower to tower, paddled and swam across Fleetwood Boating Lake. That must have been freezing. Crazy. You dragged a four-poster bed across the county and dragged Gilly on your Pudsey mobile last year.
Yeah, I did. So, Alfred, Giovanni Roncalibò, what are we doing?
Thanks for that, mate. This year, it's the Power to the Tower.
Power to the tower.
It's a race, 2 teams on 2 rickshaws, setting off from here and ending up in Blackpool.
But Alfie, who am I up against?
We've selected, this year, it's you versus...
It's me!
When it's you
Fast
first, you've
as
got one line.
Okay.
One line to do.
Cut me off.
Right, yeah, cut her off. Go on, here we go.
Yes, Graham, this year it's you versus Sam.
Me!
Yes, it's Sally Naden. How much are you looking forward to it, Sal?
I am so excited, absolutely thrilled to bits, and it's lovely because I get to wear these lovely little yellow ears.
I've got my money on Sally, I think.
Thanks, Alfie. Hi, thank you. Yes,
Pleasure.
very, very excited.
Power to the tower.
With BBC Radio Lancashire.
So the cat is out of the bag, Sally Naden.
It's me!
One line you had. You had one line and you fluffed it.
Oh, he was a good sport.
Are you up for this? You
Yes,
up for this?
absolutely, absolutely. I have been getting in training.
Have you?
Yes,
What have you been doing?
I've been going to the gym.
All right,
I've been
okay.
going on a thing that's kind of your arms and legs go at the same time. It's a cross thingy. What's
Well,
it?
it is called Power to the Tower.
Mhm.
So, Monday morning, Monday the 12th of November, which is Children in Need Week, from just after 9 o'clock, we'll be setting off here
In what?
from BBC Radio Lancashire. There are 2 teams. It's Team Sally
Yeah.
and it's Team Graham.
Come on, Tim.
And I'll have a rickshaw and you'll
Okay.
have a rickshaw.
Okay. Have you
Um,
ever cycled a rickshaw?
No, I haven't, no. I don't know how difficult it will be, I don't know. I'm told it's not as easy as you think.
Okay.
And on the Monday morning, I'll go one direction, you'll go the other.
Oh, we'll never meet again.
Well, we will,
Oh,
hopefully.
okay.
At Blackpool Tower on the Friday, and it's the first person to Blackpool Tower. So we're going to be racing all the way through the week to see who goes the most miles, raises a few quid and stuff like that. So it is a race all week from the Monday to the Friday. It's me against you.
And the thing is about Lancashire, there are a lot of hills. Which bit
Yeah.
have I got?
Well,
The hilly
I'm...
bit. Yeah, I've got the hilly bit.
I couldn't possibly comment.
I have.
But yes, you have.
Yeah.
BBC Radio Lancashire.
Travel.
Simon James, latest look over Lancashire's roads. Most likely it's not too bad, instant free, everything seems to be moving. Looks like we're clear on the bypass at Edenfield, but we do have an incident on the Bury Road, so that's closed.